going? Today's video is super exciting because I will be unboxing the first ever Craft the Seasons box from Liz, who does Craft Kitsune. So let's go ahead and unbox it, and then I'm gonna make one of the crafts from it because it's one that I am really excited to try. Also, I do want to say I am recording this camera right here. This camera is brand new. My husband got it for me for Christmas. I am still learning it because it's super fancy. It's very high tech, and I have been desperately trying to figure out the autofocus. It can autofocus, I know it can, but I don't think I'm on the right setting. So hopefully it'll be fine today. So if there's moments where it's a little blurry, hopefully it only lasts for a couple seconds before it fixes itself. Okay, so right away we got our little greeting card kind of thing. It explains what comes in the box. It says, welcome to the inaugural Craft the Seasons box, because this is the first one ever. There are 3 full craft kits within the box, plus a free supply goodie bag. Ooh, what? Each kit includes instructions, thank God. Projects for this box include a needle-felted polar bear wreath. I've never done needle felting. Yeah, I'm kind of terrified to do needle felting, because I'm afraid I'm gonna poke myself. We also got Himmeli, which I've seen before, but I've never made, and I think it's Swedish. I'm not entirely sure, but I bet you the instructions will tell us. And a needle punch embroidery. That's the craft I'm gonna make today because I saw it a while ago and I was very skeptical, but I'm really excited to try it. So that's the one that I'm gonna make today. Let's start actually taking the things out. So the first thing right away is the needle felting, which is terrifying. I'm so nervous. So let's see what comes in here. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Holy schmoly. Oh, so it looks like it's a little polar bear, and then these are the instructions. What? It comes with a little light. What? Moving on, because I could look at that needle felting for hours. This is the other project that I'm not making today. This is the Himmeli. This has to do with like making geometric shapes out of like brass tubes, which I think is what this is. Let's see. Whoa, come back here. This is interesting. Oh boy, that is thin. Look at how narrow that opening is. So that's what we're gonna feed like wire, or I guess like fishing line, into that little space. So yeah, how it works is you feed the fishing line through these and it creates like really pretty geometric shapes. Before I move on to the final one in there, I'm gonna look for the extra goodie bag that she says we got. I wonder if this would be for the Himmeli, actually. Oh, we got really pretty ribbon. These really pretty, I don't know what, like hooks, I guess, like S-shaped hooks. That definitely would go with the Himmeli. And then these really pretty, like, plastic diamonds. Ooh, I will totally hang that in the Himmeli. I'm probably saying it wrong. Himmeli? Himmeli?
Himmeli.
Oh, so pretty. Okay, so the final one is the needle punch embroidery, which I have wanted to try for a long time. I'm so excited to try it. It looks like it came with everything we need. It even came with the embroidery hoop. Is there fabric in there? I hope so. So this is the project that I'm going to be making today. Oh, we got our yarn. Wow, I like this yarn. The embroidery hoop, I like how it looks like it's wood, but it's not, it's plastic. So that'll make it a lot easier to actually do. Is it smooth on the inside or is it ridged? It's ridged, even better. I have a couple embroidery hoops that are just completely smooth. So when I cross stitch, it's like hard for me to get a good grip on the fabric, but this is ridged, which makes it latch into itself so much easier. Yay! Here is the hole punch needle. I've never seen one of these in real life. So I'm interested to see what it looks like. What the heck? Oh, that's to thread the yarn. What is this nonsense? There is, it's like a spring And then it's these different like levels. Oh, it's how long, oh, it's how long the needle comes out. Oh, so, oh. So you know, have you seen those rugs that have like the big pieces of yarn so it's like kind of fluffy? I think if you wanted your punch needle to have those really long loops, then you would do this. If you wanted to have shorter loops, you would do something like that. Oh yeah, I would rather have smaller loops, so I'll probably do this. But I wonder if like the yarn, if it's kind of specific to the yarn you use too. What is that? Oh! Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to do that. Is it okay? Did I break it? No, okay. So this is the yarn and the directions. Ooh, this is soft. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. Man, Dee, if you are watching this, these look like your wedding colors, girl. My sister-in-law is getting married and she's doing these kind of muted colors, or at least this is the wedding cake she showed me are these colors. Ah. And we got our little plastic embroidery needle. Instructions. This is the fabric. I am such a huge nature lover, so I am really excited to do like a mountain scene. Yes, I love it. I love it so much. And then this looks like it's actually from the company of the hole punch of the needle, holding the needle. Punch needle kit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I wonder if they sell other like kits so you could get the yarn with the fabric. So this is all how to thread. Oh, adjust the length of the punch needle to D, which is this one. Okay. Whoa, we got so much stuff. So dang, yeah, this will take up 3 months. It's nice. I can do like one a month. That's a really good way to keep me busy. Let me clean up my area. I'm gonna get started on this punch needle kit, which I will show you guys how to do. I'll do like a little tutorial on it, and then I will do a quick like time lapse of me creating it, probably with some lo-fi music because your girl likes lo-fi music. And then we still have the needle felting and the Himmeli kits. So how about in the comments below, you guys tell me which one you want to see next. This video, it is the needle punch. I keep messing it up. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say. But what do you want to see next? Do you want to see needle felting the cute little polar bear? Or maybe I should do this one next so it's still winter themed. Or do you want to see the really cool Himmeli? This one is pretty super modern, and we got some ribbon and diamonds to decorate it with too. So, oh, and this one came with those really cool fairy lights. So let me know in the comments below which one you want to see. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the needle punch. What the heck am I trying to say? We're gonna get started with the needle punch embroidery. So basically what we're doing is we're putting the inside hoop on the bottom, laying the fabric on top, and trying to line up along the hoop. So it should snap right into place. Ta-da! And it's okay if it's a little wonky or uneven because we need to tighten the edges anyway by kind of pulling along the whole thing. So you don't want it to be loose like this. See how loose that is? You want it to be pretty tight. So you can see it's just like the slightest bit flexible, but not nearly like it was, and it springs back into place anyway. So now we need to thread the punch needle, and this is all brand new to me. I've never ever done punch needling. Needle punching? Punch needling? I've never done it before. But I have like a roundabout idea of how to do it. What the instructions actually recommend is to start the outline first. I googled punch needle embroidery mountains, and I found this, which I think is the exact same pattern, and it uses the same color yarns and things. So I'm gonna do white for the background first. So that means I need to outline this first, so let's get this threaded into the needle. And that is what this wire is for. you take the rounded side of the wire and you put it through and you push it all the way until it comes out the other side. Ta-da! Then I'm gonna unroll this a little bit. We poke that through here and then pull this back through. Nice! Okay, and then the other important step is there is this hole in the back and we need the yarn to go through there too. So poke this through, put the yarn through, and ta-da! Oh, that's so easy! And it did say to do it on the D, which is this bottom one. Okay, oh guys, I'm scared. I'm afraid I'm gonna ruin it. Now what's nice about this is it's very much like coloring on a grid. So you can see with this fabric is it is just little grids. See, and so what you're gonna do is punch the needle through each of these little holes, not through the actual grid itself, but the holes in between each grid. And I do know that you are supposed to point the opening of the needle in the direction you're going. So if you're going this way, then the opening needs to face that way, not like this. All right, here goes my first ever punch needle. I guess I'll just start down here. Oh my gosh. Okay, then you turn it over and pull the yarn tail. Now flip it back over, pull the thing out. Oh boy. I'm just kind of playing around with it, guys. I don't know if I'm doing this right. This doesn't look right to me. Hold on, I'm gonna, oh. Okay, let me see something. Okay, so it says to do lengths of 0.13 inches, which is 0.32 centimeters. Do I have a ruler in here? What the heck is 0.32? Those are really small gaps, which is like what I was doing. But that doesn't seem long enough. These look a lot longer. Huh, okay. Okay, well I guess I'll just keep trying. What I'm doing is I'm poking it in all the way up to the handle. And then when I come back up, I'm keeping the point really, really close to the fabric so that my yarn doesn't get too poofy on one side. And I mean, this is already looking a little bit better. Okay, this is pretty even, right? I think generally I'm skipping about like maybe 2 or 3 stitches. Plus I'm hitting the hoop on the other side. Once you get away from the edge of the hoop, I bet you this would be a lot easier. You can see I'm going right along the edge of the hoop, so every time my needle goes through, it's hitting that plastic and it's making it kind of hard to make it even. I wish the hoop was a little bit bigger. And you know, I actually do have a bigger embroidery hoop, but I really want to do what the kit gave me, you know, so I can stay true to the kit. Oh boy. Okay, so I messed up there, I think, and actually this one's bothering me. So I'm gonna show you what to do if you mess up. So go ahead and you just pull this yarn that's right against the needle, pull it up really gentle, get to where you messed up. So that one. The yarn that's coming out the back, pull it and it tightens you up to where you left off, and it's like you never even messed up to begin with. So I'm gonna make this a bit tighter, and then there we go, that looks better. It was loose before, it was really bothering me. Okay, so now I have to start going up this direction, which means when I pull this up, I need to turn this opening so it's facing the direction I'm going. I got a little wonky there, but that's okay. We can ignore that part. I know what we're supposed to do is then you keep following it in and just keep going until you fill it all up. So let's keep going. Okay, so I filled up this spot, so it's time to end this area so I can work on the next area. So what I'm gonna do, so it is through, pull this, and then cut it. Careful you don't cut the other little loops. There we go. Okay, and then I think you just very gently pull this out because you don't want to pull out the loop that you made. Wait, how do you do this? Because if you pull it out, oh. Hold on. Wait, I pulled out my stitches. I don't think I ended that right. I'm gonna cheat really quick and use this to fill in this spot. Okay, don't do as I do because I completely did that wrong. Alright, I'm gonna fill in this next spot and I'll actually look to see how you are supposed to end it. Because not the way that I did it, clearly. Okay, so I don't really know how to finish it. The directions don't say. But what I assume is we actually cut off up here and then punch. So this is super scary, but let's try it. Okay, last one. Poke it through. Okay, that worked actually. Oh my gosh. So I guess we'll do the sun or the moon or whatever the heck you want to say that is. I would say it's the moon. I'll do the moon and then we'll do the mountains. All right, let's keep going. 2 more trees, or mountains. Trees or mountains. As I'm working on it, I'm feeling like they look more and more like trees. But whatever. Almost done. So I said in the beginning, before I did this craft, that I was actually pretty skeptical of needle punching, oh poop, which is why I never tried it. Because, and this is exactly the reason why, is you're not really, oopsie poopsie, you're not really fastening the yarn or embroidery floss or whatever you're using into the fabric. Like when you're doing cross stitch or needlepoint, it's actually stitching into the fabric, so you don't have to worry about it unraveling. But this, all you're doing is poking a loop of yarn through and hoping that the tension of the fabric keeps it in place, which makes this a really, really delicate craft. I think like it would be hard for someone who doesn't have patience, so if you don't have a lot of patience, to be careful, or even like kids to do this. Definitely takes a lot of dexterity and making sure that you're taking your time with it, because one wrong move and the whole thing unravels. Like if I were to pull this right here, all of what I just did would become unraveled because there's nothing holding it in place except the tension of the fabric. And so that's why I never even really wanted to bother with it, because I was worried that I would go through all this hard work stitching something, well, punching this together just for it to unravel, you know. But that's why I'm really happy that I got the Craft the Seasons box, because now it's kind of forcing me into these crafts that I wouldn't normally do, or I was pretty skeptical of doing. And with that, it is done, or at least it's all punched. I do, however, have a method to show you to actually finish the piece so that we can display it. And that'll solve my concern about all of this coming undone. For this last step, you are just gonna need some fabric, but you could use a t-shirt. You know, always upcycle when you can. So you could just, wow, my hands are really white against this black. Jeez. Anyway, you could use a t-shirt or anything. You could upcycle if you want, go to the thrift store. What we are going to do is take this out of the hoop. You are also going to need a hot glue gun, because we're gonna be gluing the fabric. So mine is like busy heating up right now. So I just want to cut the black fabric roughly the same size as this. Doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know why I decided to go with black. It was just kind of the first color I saw in my stash. Okay, now we're gonna put this here, and basically we're putting these both back onto the embroidery hoop together. Now this is going to permanently attach it to this hoop, so if you wanted, you could paint this with acrylic paint first. Actually, you know what? Make sure you're doing the pretty side up. This side is not the pretty side. This is the prettier side. You could go and find a pre-colored embroidery hoop to display this on. You could get a really nice wooden one, but I think I'm just gonna put it on here, and then I might just paint it later after the fact. I don't know. I don't really want to detract from this though. Now we're just gonna cut this black as close as we can to here without going too close, because you don't want it to get sucked in. And just be extra careful you don't accidentally snip the embroidery fabric. Ta-da! And our last step, if my hot glue is warm, all right, hot glue is still heating up. Basically what we're gonna do is apply hot glue to this edge, kind of in the inside edge too, and then we're gonna attach the fabric like this. So what you can do is trim your fabric around, but I would be extra careful that you don't trim too much. That's what I'm worried about. So, I mean, I'm not gonna cut off very, very much, because knowing me, I'll end up going too far. Okay, I think we're finally ready to glue. So with the most shakiest hands you can manage, apply your hot glue, and then fold the fabric over and press it in. Now, this side does not need to be pretty because no one's gonna see this side. You know, this is the back. Are you ready for the moment of truth? Oh, get out of here, you thread. You ruined it. Ta-da! This was super relaxing to do. I had lo-fi music playing the whole time. And let me know if I should try and make any other punch needle embroidery. I saw some really cute patterns for rabbits, and you know how I feel about bunnies. So that may need to happen. And if you've ever made punch needle, let me know because I would love to see. You can tag me on Instagram at BunnieDIY so I can see what you've made. I would love to feature anything you've made on my Instagram stories. This was so much fun to make. I'm so happy I subscribed to Craft the Seasons, and I'm really, really excited to make the other crafts now. So you have to make sure you tell me which one you want me to do. The felting with the cute little polar bear, or the Himmeli with the brass tubes and it makes like a geometric shape. Either way, I'm doing both, so don't worry. But let me know in the comments below which one you prefer to see next. I've never made needle felting before in my life. I'm actually a little terrified to do it because I'm afraid I'm gonna poke myself. And I've never done Himmeli either, but I've done something similar with straws. So I would love to know what you're the most excited to see. But this was so much fun. So if the other crafts are anything like this, then I know I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm going to be so excited to do it. I'll put a link below to Craft the Seasons so you can subscribe to that box if you'd like. It is a quarterly box, so it releases every 3 months with a different theme for the season. So this was the winter theme. Thanks for watching, Coffee Beans. If you're not part of the Coffee Bean family yet, then make sure you subscribe. You can click the little bell too to get notified of when I post. I upload videos every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Those likes really help me and my channel out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Love you a latte.